Morning YouTube, and happy Valentine's Day. It is the 14th of February, and just a quick update on what's been going on. As you can see, the floods are just starting to subside here. That field was completely full 3 days ago, and it is starting to go down now, but I believe we're in for quite a dollop over the weekend, so fingers crossed that it doesn't cause too much damage for anybody. And in the greenhouse, excuse me, I am just about to do the single seed challenge 2020. I saw Kelly doing this, and I believe it was a gentleman called Scott Head that started this off. I'm not familiar with his channel, but I have popped across to see what he's about, and it's well worth going over and seeing what he's up to and subscribing to his channel. Very knowledgeable chap, and I'm sure we can all learn from Scott Head. So if you pop over to his channel, and also over to Kelly's Kitchen Garden, where I got the idea from, and it is to sow one single seed and to follow it throughout its course of its life to fruiting, as at every stage of potting on, planting out, and whatever the variety of seed that you choose to sow. So it is just one seed, and to follow its journey throughout the season. If you pop over to Scott Head's channel, you can see all the rules and regulations over there. So I've chosen something that I grew. Well, I haven't grown it since I've been living here. I've been here over 12 years. So it must be 14 or so years ago since I've tried to grow this, and it is aubergine. And this one is called Black Beauty. And I think there's 250 seeds in the packet, but I shall obviously only be sowing one. And I've picked my seed, which is the one in the middle. So there we have it. If I just pop that into that indentation and cover it over with a little bit of compost, just tap it in so as it makes contact, and I've numbered that number 34, and it is there in my book. Aubergine, Black Beauty, sown on the 14th of February. I shall put a bag over that and put it into my heated propagator over there, which has got a couple of other goodies in it. These, I think Nigel Muddy Boots did a review on these propagators, and they are excellent. Sweet peas, I've trimmed them back, and as you can see, I've trimmed them back. All the side shoots are starting to come on them, so there'll be a bushier plant. I shall get those, I've missed one there, look. I shall get those into the polytunnel, so it's a little bit cooler in the polytunnel than what it is here, at night time anyway. As you can see, it's looking a little bit bare in here. Some onion seedlings there. I potted those on last weekend. They were all multi-sown in trays, so I pricked them all out. Germination's not been very good with my onion seeds. I've used some cheaper companies and it hasn't been as good. I know a lot of you do use these cheaper companies, seed companies, and get good results, but I haven't this time. Those there are my zabroom that I'm putting to seed again. They're going away. They've all rooted. One still yet to show its greenery, but plenty of time for those. And you catch me again as I'm watering my peppers in warm water. I definitely think it is better doing them in warm water. They don't seem to sulk afterwards. It must be quite a shock, especially because these are still on heat trays, and they're under the grow lights, which I've been very pleased with. You can see that They're looking good plants, they are. And I did see I had an email off one of the seed companies. They were selling pepper plants, plugs, small plugs, and I'm pretty sure they were £6.99 for 3 plants. I've got 45 here. They're not all for me. Some of these will go to my mum and dad. But when you look at the price of that, 3 plants for £6.99, little plug plants, it's very expensive. So in one season, the lights have paid for themselves and the seed trays, if you look at it in that respect. I think that one there that I picked up, that is the UK record heaviest pepper. That's what that one is, and it is definitely bigger than the others. I think it's the 3 across the front there. Leeks are coming through slowly. They're on top of the lights. These lights don't give off hardly any heat at all, but I've just put those on top, so if there is any heat, it just does give them a little bit of a boost. But they're coming up slowly, and some more onion seedlings there. And that there is some zabroom, which is my own seed from last year. And I have some more down there. And also a few more onions and some more leeks in that one as well. So that's the extent of what's going on in the greenhouse. So if any of you haven't seen this challenge, give it a go, and it'll be, I think, because it's one seed and following one plant, I'll give that more attention, and hopefully I'll make a better job than I did with the aubergines last year. Not last year, the last time I growed them. So I'll just quickly pop you over to the polytunnel and show you what progress there is in there. I still have the 2 beds on the side to fill up yet. Probably be herbs and flowers in those too, I would imagine. And that is the inside of the polytunnel now. I used pallet collars simply because I could cater for individual needs, and also they could be built up if I wanted to do longer crops like carrots or something like that. It's going to be an experiment this year because never had a polytunnel before, and I'm sure that it's very different growing to what it is in the garden. I've put some garlic in there. Across this bottom edge there is a screen that I can wind up, which will give me ventilation, but it doesn't fit right to the bottom because of the design, nor to the sides, so there is always going to be some ventilation there. So I've put my 4 garlic, which have been grown outside in pots up the garden, never been inside at all, so they've had the frost and everything. I've put them there, and then on the other side I've put 4 more over there because that side is the east side, and there might be a difference in the heat, also with ventilation as well. I've also sown some red onion sets, red Baron, just half a dozen up the side there, and I have some more garlic plants which I shall be putting up at the top end, which is the north end, which I presume will not be quite as warm as this end, which is south. All the beds have cardboard on the bottom, soaked in water, and also newspaper. And then they've got, I've bought this compost in simply because I can't make it all myself, just too much. And it's worked out, it's cost me £10 a bed, just under £10 a bed. Hopefully now, if I can pull my finger out and get a source of horse manure and farmyard manure, I shall be able to make enough now to just top up every year on top. That's the idea. Strawberry plants that have been outside all year, These are early ones. I should get 2 crops off this, an early crop and a late crop, if they're inside. So hopefully these will come on a bit quicker now that I've brought them in from the outside. And as you can see, there are some new shoots, leaves coming on these already. I have some more outside that I will bring in. This bench isn't permanent, but I will be leaving the stands in for it. I can take these, I can just lift these off, and also on the other side as well. That is just a case of a couple of screws on each plank in the center and they all come off. So that's all, will all be removable. I've put some up in the roof. I can put seedlings up on top of there. Best place to get the light. There was a frost here last night. I did have, which is over there, my giant cabbage up in the top in the roof, but because there was a frost I brought them down and covered them over with fleece. They're coming on quite well. Not massive. I've seen a lot bigger on Facebook, but I want these to come on slowly. I don't want them to force too much. Some more onion sets there. These have come from Medwin. Like I said, my success rate with me seeds with me onions this year has not been very good. Whether I've taken my eye off the ball because I've been making this polytunnel and haven't done as good a job, I don't know. But that's why I got those. And from Medwin, they should be pretty good. So I potted some of them. I have some spares. Instead of giving them away like I normally do and end up with some that haven't germinated, I've kept them this time. And I went to a potato sale 2 weeks ago nearly, and I got some shallots from there as well. I also got some more seed potatoes there just to trial. 3 of each and a couple with 4. Some varieties I've never heard of before. There was 130 varieties of potato there, and they were 20 pence a tuber. And I think things like peas and beans were about 80 pence for half a pint. Yeah, we had a good couple of hours there. I took my mum and dad, and the wife came with me, and we enjoyed it. And that potato tray there, £2.50. So I bought a couple of them. They're handy for carrying trays out, in and out of the greenhouse and moving things around. But for £2.50. These are the rest of my seed potatoes I brought out of the greenhouse. Shan't be growing them all, obviously. Probably give some away. I'll be picking the best for myself. Some are saved seed and some I wish I bought, which I have shown you before. The varieties that I bought: Caesar, I think that one is Rudolph. Stemster. Now those there, you can see the size of them, that's quite a big seed potato. They were the smallest ones that I could find. There were some huge ones there. There were some doubles. I have got a double here somewhere. Where is that? There were some doubles like that, and they were massive. So I thought I'd give them a try. And then I have Casablanca. I know some of you will have grown some of these, but these are all varieties, par 1, that I've never grown before. Marfonia. There is pink fir apple. I grow the Enya, which is a cross, and we like them. But somebody, I think it was Bill from Bill and Val's allotment, they said that you definitely can't beat the flavour of pink fir apple. So I bought 3 of those. Hopefully this is to get seed for myself for next year, if we like what all these are like. And that one there is Pink Gypsy. And yeah, those are the ones that I bought to try. So they'll just be in one tub and for a taste, and if we like them then we'll be growing them next year. We're going to try a few different varieties of a lot of things this year and try and get myself organised better next year and know what I'm going to grow. I'm trying to grow away from F1s. They're the seed merchant's delight, they are, because you have to keep buying them every year. And I'm going to try and save some seed myself. I can't save everything, but I'm going to try and grow some, save some seed myself, and try and keep away from F1s. That's just what my opinion. And over there in the corner, it doesn't look like it, but it is planted outside. That there is a grapevine, and the variety is, as you can see there, yeah, I'll need a bit of advice on that. I think one or two of you did give me some advice, but once it starts growing, I'll be asking some questions on that one. Got room there for water butts, and I'll be moving things around, but altogether there is 16 pallet collars here, and yep, looking forward to seeing how things grow in here. Yesterday when the sun was out, yesterday at dinner time, I was down to my t-shirt. I know I was filling these rest of these beds up, but it was so warm in here. So have a lovely weekend, everybody. I hope the rain isn't too bad for you all. But just one thing on what I said earlier on, I've just checked that email about them chili peppers, and they were 10-inch pots, plants, and they were $4.99 each, or 3 for £12. So if you grow your own, you are saving a lot of money. Take care, everybody. Have a lovely weekend. Many thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up and comments. I love your comments. We'll always reply to your comments. And if you like what you see, please think of subscribing and pressing the bell. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.